The Tower of Babel. It is not mentioned in the Bible. It is referred to as the city and the tower. It is a mythological tower that was built tall enough to reach the heavens. Many scholars have tried to associate this tower with known structures. However, there is no known location that definitely tells there was a tower. In Akkadian, the name of the city was Babel, meaning the gate of God. The name Babel was later given from the Hebrew verb balal, meaning to jumble or confuse. Now, if we decode that bit with APM that translates to us as the jumbling and confusing of the matter in the vortex, which is the torus field. Let's take a look at some clips of that field being explained by FPV.
To demonstrate how they work, I'll use this clip made by Sandra's hubby. I'm sure most will remember the torus field people such as Santos Bonacci show. It is actually many torus fields, as each have their own unique torus field. These three, however, are working together. The one in the east is following a left-hand rule, and the one in the west a right-hand rule. The effects from these two spiraling movements are what causes the centre one to compress and expand north and south. These two locations are very well known for their large deep quakes. You should recognise these shapes from Walter Russell's work, where he demonstrates how the vortexes work. Nikola Tesla also worked with counter-rotating coils. This is also what creates the hourglass shape as a reference by Santos Bonacci. This technology emits a spiraling pressure wave as the flow around the halo causes the reaction needed to generate harnessable electricity, as seen in Walter Russell's work. The division and multiplication of the sex pairs, the same as what was decoded in the Colosseum video, and of course how our realm truly works. The spirals and the ancient glyphs everywhere tell us the ancients all knew how this worked. These are electromagnetic projections from below. We have covered these in numerous videos. The stationary halos people record everywhere are often termed lunar waves, which is really the moon highlighting them in the foreground as it passes in the background. All luminaries can highlight them as they pass by. You can see how spiral galaxies and other galaxies, as they call them, get their shapes now. They are more than likely illuminated particles trapped in an electromagnetic field that is caused by a halo in the vicinity. They operate exactly the same as a tornado and are in fact the cause of a tornado. The twin counter-rotating coils create that Higgs boson needed to generate electricity. This is where the 1 and the 1.618 numbers Santos Bonacci speaks of comes into play. The larger coil would be the lower projected halo, and the smaller coil would be in the centre and create the narrower Higgs boson. This one would be projected the highest and is the actual cause of the sprites. The sprites appearing are in fact a reaction to this halo's sudden appearance and vortex. A smaller halo driving the electrical energy and vortex down through the centre to be harnessed below. The outside forces create a torus field which will spiral upwards and mushroom out at the top. It is the exact same process seen in Walter Russell's optical motor, where the shaft narrows and creates a pressure wave which results in free harnessable energy, the exact point where it divided and multiplied the sex pairs. We have stated before the halos are the origin of lightning. Lightning now has its cause identified in the APM model. Can we reference anything that behaves how we have just described?
Of course we do, FPV. Land-based ones will create tornadoes, high winds, storms and lightning, as seen in these video clips. So big thanks to Chris Hughes for the tornado footage, and Underwater Huntress and Kevin Johnson for sharing their amazing waterspout captures of these events, of which you can see art and effect from the Angel Technologies. Ones below the oceans are what create whirlpools and waterspouts, storms and lightning. It is the same spiralling forces. It is the earth, air, fire and water events, referenced everywhere. This is what it truly relates to, part of the processes of the angel technologies. The APM model addresses and references the causes and effects quite easily, as you can see.